Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Align Plans. Today we are actually going to be unboxing my recent order from Take a Note. And I'll explain sort of like what's happening with Take a Note, how I'm planning on using it, and then we're going to spend a couple of minutes just kind of setting up the actual planner. So if that sounds good, you wanted to kind of see how I'm planning on using it and setting up a Take a Note planner, then just stay tuned and let's just get right into this. And of course, if we've never met and this is our first time meeting, well, hello, how are you? I'm so happy that you are here. If you love minimalist planning and journaling and stationery and all the things, but you wanted to figure out how we can use these tools so that it actually betters our lives rather than just overconsume, then you have definitely come to the right place. Consider subscribing if you have not yet had a chance to. So let's talk a little bit about Take a Note and why we're going this way. Well, the interesting thing about this planner is actually I've been sitting kind of on a fence for about 2 years, just kind of watching everybody unbox their Take a Note planner, and I would always kind of convince myself that no, I'm not going to need it. It's going to be okay. And basically the reason why I made the switch, and I mean, I was kind of hinting at this at my previous video, that I feel very uninspired to use the Hobonichi Hun. So I said that I will probably try to kind of use it and get right into this. But honestly, I'm actually not going to. I'm going to leave it blank as is. I'm going to actually put it on the market to sell it. And hopefully somebody would like to pick this up. If anybody's interested in picking this up, just comment below and I will message you personally, and you can grab that because there hasn't been any writing in it. I know we skipped January, but you know, if you're interested and you're on the market to grab this cover, then this would be our opportunity. And then comes Take a Note. So I kind of like the idea of having a planner that is a little bit smaller than the Hobonichi. And I wanted something for more memory keeping where it has space for me to add things in there, but I'm not actually obligated to the daily planning, even though that was actually one of my favorite things in the Hobonichi. But right now it just feels really heavy. It feels like a ton of planning and a ton of backdating and journaling if I miss a couple of days, and I really just didn't. It just felt really redundant for me. So then comes Take a Note, and I happened to actually place my order right before the Chinese New Year holiday shutdown. So they actually had a sale on where you can get a planner and you can get a cover, and you get it at like a discounted rate. So let's take a look. So here is, obviously I've already unboxed most of these things, but just make sure that you guys are all in frame. So as you can tell, I've unboxed most things. This is the actual box that the planner kind of comes in, and it has like this rose gold deep embossing in there. Very, very beautiful. Also, I really love the fact that there's no space wasted. You know, it's a very chic, compact little box. And then you open it up. You do get like a little card with it. I just spilled water on it not long ago, but here's the card. So this one is sort of like it just says the most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. Love it. And then it has basically an annual calendar, so sort of like a calendar card. And then you open her up, and I ended up buying almost like this camel color, and this is in a medium size. I went with the planner that has the weeks in there, and I will do a flip through in a second. And then the cover that I bought is this neutral taupey color, which I feel like right now would be a perfect time to actually just put it right in there. I wasn't planning on buying a cover, but you know, when you give me a bundle deal and it just makes sense, then why not? So on the inside here, I think that I'm just going to leave it. Like sometimes people leave it so that the cover is like exposed. I feel like with this cover, because you don't have really, like you have literally one pocket, it really doesn't make any logical sense. And then in the back, if you really wanted to place something here in the inner folder, you really could, but it's not necessary. So And then you open it up. Here's our cover page. And then we have the 2025 calendar in small. And here, this feels more like, it's sort of like a perpetual calendar where you can kind of keep track of, you can use this as a tracker. I kind of like this idea of just kind of keeping track of like birthdays and things like that, which I think would be really nice. So I kind of see myself using this with like the color dots markers, and then kind of just writing a key at the very top, and then that way it actually makes it a little bit more logical for me. And then you have another perpetual calendar where you can actually do some more tracking if you wanted to. And this goes on all the way up to December. And then we move on to the monthly. I love the fact that you have a ton of space here on the side, and then you have a huge border in the bottom. Now the grid is definitely smaller. It's definitely a smaller size grid. All your pages are actually numbered, which is really cool. As you can tell, I couldn't help myself. I did dove right into January, and I started kind of writing certain things. And I really, honestly, I was really intrigued to kind of test out the paper quality and to see if there's going to be any ghosting, because this claims to have a Tombow River paper. So as of right now, no ghosting, and it's looking really lovely. So I'm quite stoked about it. So after the monthly, here is a sample of how the weekly kind of looks like. So the top section, you can kind of use it for like appointments, to-do list, priorities, whatever. And then in the very bottom, you can literally, you have free space for notes, for pictures, for whatever you really want. And then you also have a sidebar. And in the sidebar, you basically have all of the numbers from 1 to 31. Here it highlights the week itself that we are kind of highlighting. So this is sort of like a mini calendar, but then you can also use this sidebar for whatever you need. So it's really versatile, which I really appreciate. And then at the very end, so after the weekly, like the full yearly weekly, then we move into notes. But as you can tell, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's set up in 6 grids. So it's kind of subsection as they give you like these tiny little dots where you can see like here's the middle of the page, here's the middle of the page. So you can kind of subsegment your pages however you'd like to. This happens to be in a B6 size, which I feel like I'm very comfortable in this size planner to begin with. I find that I have an easier time kind of filling it out and maintaining it a little bit more. So I'm quite excited. We're going to go ahead and at least decorate the month of February a little bit. But I also wanted to show you a couple of the other things that I got as well. This is their record. So this is what it comes as. This is a Take a Note record hybrid. So this is their hybrid like tearaway. And as you can tell, like when you open it up, it kind of opens up flat. You can kind of see like all the pages that are being glued. Here we go. And then it's sort of like a tearaway pad. You can keep them intact if you really wanted to, but it's really designed for you to just have it as like a day-to-day, like almost like a sticky note, but not necessarily a sticky note, more like a day-to-day to-do list, really. So I'm planning on just really keeping this on my desk. I was planning on actually adding this into my traveler's notebook, but because I have enough notebooks in there, I think it's kind of redundant. And then I also picked up this. This is their hybrid daily. It's a Take a Note record hybrid daily. This is what it comes as. I wanted to take all the plastic off of everything just because I didn't really want to noise with it on camera. But it just comes with this little card. And honestly, I haven't seen this. So you and I are going to see it at the same time. Okay, it looks like you have a couple of monthlies, and then you have like a full row of, you know, daily planning, and then you have like these smaller grid for daily, and this goes on for quite some time. They also give you suggestions here on the card of how you can use them. I really just wanted to have something that I can just add as like an add-on into my traveler's notebook, and I really wanted to just kind of give it a shot. This looks fun. This looks fun. I think that this is going to be really nice, as I think that this would actually be fun almost like as a finance tracker, or like as a sort of like as like a wellness accessory, something where it's small and compact and it can be on the go, which kind of like that was sort of like the purpose why I wanted to try it. And then the only other thing that I have picked up was actually this sticker set. This is the 2025 sticker set. So I thought that this would be really nice to add it in when I'm moving into sort of like the daily journaling type of thing. And then we can just kind of keep track of the months. So I'm going to keep that in its little baggie. Now let's take a moment, and I'm going to keep most of this blank actually, just because I wanted to be able to kind of set this up off camera. And then to actually do some planning in here, I do appreciate the fact that when it lays down relatively flat, which makes it a little bit easier, especially if you're left-handed. In my opinion, it makes it a little bit easier to kind of use it. Now, as far as a set is concerned, I'm going to be using like the January box from the Modern Journaler. So I kind of just keep it together in like one set. Okay, I think that's it. Let me just zoom out. I think I'm really happy with this. I think this looks really awesome, but and I can set up the current week that we're on off camera. But this is all I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts on how you feel about Take a Note. If you have tried it, would that be something that you would be interested in trying? or not. I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you have experience with this planner, because that would be kind of cool to kind of get your feedback on it of what I can expect. But so far I'm really liking the paper quality. I like the fact that it's like significantly different. It feels different than what I've experienced with Hobonichi. And now, to be fair, I don't think that I got a bad batch of the Hobonichi planners, but honestly, I'm just not feeling it this year. But anyways, let me know your thoughts and let me know your experience with the Take a Note. If it's something that you would consider trying, I would love to hear from you. If you are enjoying videos like this, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification bell. That way you get notified every single time that I release a new video. And in the meanwhile, just keep planning, keep journaling, keep doing all the things. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.